Chapter 3 Panic. The small group made its way slowly along the path. With the death of Fluttershy, the group was even more somber and quiet. The dark blue mist slipped past them quietly and unnoticed, moving deeper into the woods. Rainbow Dash was softly sniffling over the loss of her friend. Pinkie Pie doing her best to help Rainbow Dash feel better, but even she was having a hard time dealing with the loss. Twilight took a deep breath and broke the silence as they walked towards the castle.
Look, girls, things are too dangerous out here.
She started as she came up to a stop and turned to face them.
We've already lost 2 ponies on this trip. I wouldn't blame you if you girls want to turn back.
I can continue on my own. No, you can't. Pinkie Pie, Rainbow Dash, and Rarity looked at each other, then back towards Twilight.
Twilight, dear. Things look bad now, but we've come too far to give up now,
Rarity said, giving her a weak smile.
Yeah, we're in this together. Let's stop that mean Nightmare Moon,
Pinkie agreed, with Rarity nodding as she looked at Twilight, putting on her best smile. The three turned towards Rainbow Dash. Rainbow Dash looked back at the three, quiet for a few moments before she spoke up.
I'm not going back. I'm going to see this through to the end, Twilight. You can count on it,
Rainbow Dash said, rearing up and clapping her hooves together.
I owe Fluttershy that much.
Twilight smiled back at them and nodded.
Thank you. Let's try to be more careful as we go, she said, looking back at the path. Looks like the forest gets darker, she said, noticing the tree line got thinker, and the canopy cutting off what little light from the moon they have. They pushed on and moved deep into the forest, taking it slow as they started to get darker. As the canopy got thicker overhead, the path became harder to navigate. This is getting bad, Twilight dear. Maybe we should use our magic to help,
Rarity said as she nearly tripped over a tree root.
I can barely see my own hoof in front of my muzzle. You're right, Rarity. Hang on a moment,
Twilight said, and the group came to a stop. Twilight's horn started to light up as she pushed magic into her horn, the light slowly starting to brighten up the area. Once there was enough light in the area, Rarity gave a cry of shock, seeing the trees around them. The group looked around at all the ghastly features on the trees and started to feel panic build up inside them. Pinkie Pie pushed her fear down as best she could and walked up to one, and Twilight turned her towards Pinkie Pie in the shadows on the tree shift.
Pinkie, run!
Twilight yelled at one of the branches on the tree, moving like it was going to hit Pinkie Pie. Pinkie Pie looked over at Twilight, then back at the tree. The features of the tree shifted into an evil grin, and Pinkie Pie gave a shocked cry of surprise and bolted into the woods right away from the tree. I'm gonna laugh if she starts singing Give Up the Ghostly and the tree just eats her. Oh, that'd be fucking funny, not scary. That'd be awesome.
Pinkie!
Rarity yelled, and the group tried to run after her, but the trees seemed to move to block the path Pinkie Pie went, and the group had to find a way around to get out of the grove of trees. In Pinkie's panicked state, she'd lose her sense of direct and leap to get over a falling tree. She landed in a small lake and splashed to get her bearings, coughing. Her splashing attracted a small group of crocodiles that made swam over to her silently. Pinkie Pie didn't notice the crocodiles as she started to swim towards shore. She let out a loud cry of pain as she felt something bite into one of her hind legs. She tugged her leg and looked back at the crocodile, holding her leg in its mouth. Twilight, Rainbow Dash, and Rarity had found their way out of the grove of trees and started to look for Pinkie Pie. They heard her cries of pain and started to gallop towards the sounds. The brush and brambles made the path to the lake hard to navigate, slowing them down. Pinkie Pie screamed in pain again as the crocodile on her hold her hind leg twisted around and pulled as it bit down harder, shattering the bone. She pulled her hind leg hard before suddenly feeling it come loose. She looked back and screamed, seeing the leg was gone. The loose of her back leg made her panic more, and started to thrash around as she tried to get to shore, but her progress was slow and her thrashing attracted more of the crocodiles. She screamed in pain again as her other back leg was caught in the jaws of another crocodile. She kicked her front legs hard to try and pull herself free. Looking ahead, she saw Twilight, Rarity, and Rainbow Dash come from the brush, eyes widening when they saw her in the lake with a swarm of crocodiles.
Help! Help me!
Pinkie Pie screamed towards them. The three of them watched in horror and shock at the crocodile, holding her back leg twisted and ripped it free. Pinkie Pie let out another scream of pain. She struggled and thrashed in the water, more desperate to get out of the water, just as another crocodile grabbed under her left haunch, tearing loose a chunk of flesh. Rainbow Dash took the air and went to help, but when she lowered down to grab Pinkie, one of the crocodiles leapt and snapped its jaws at her, just missing her.
Pinkie, I'm so sorry,
Rainbow Dash said as she flew back to shore. Thanks, Rainbow, you jackass. Hey, Twilight, use your magic, you idiot.
Help me,
Pinkie Pie pledged. Weakly, the loss of blood getting to her and her thrashing died down. The rest of the crocodiles coming in and each biting on her, pulling her flesh loose. Her cries of pain died down to soft pledges for help. Rainbow Dash and Rarity looked away, tears streaming down their cheeks. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Pinkie. Please forgive me.
Twilight said and closed her eyes, tears rolling down her cheeks. She bit her bottom lip before her horn flared with energy, and she released a bolt of magic. The bolt streamed past the crocodiles, and caught Pinkie Pie in the chest, killing her. After the mercy killing, Twilight turned around.
Let's go. Don't look back,
she said, and trotted back to the path. Rainbow Dash and Rarity followed after her, not looking back at the crocodiles, feasting on what was left of Pinkie Pie. Okay, what? It's still not scary. But... Really? 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 Twilight, you have this thing called a horn? You're Celestia's student. You can teleport yourself. Can't you teleport Pinkie Pie away from the crocodiles? Can't you use your bolts of magic on the crocodiles? Second day in a row. The last chapter of A New Home made me think these people are idiots. These ponies are idiots. And this chapter did too. You ponies are idiots. One of your friends just died. You're not going to win. You need all 6 elements of harmony. But you know, at least you could have saved Pinkie. You could have saved them all, really, but you didn't even try. I don't get it. You guys know the old saying, punk is dead? Well, I got a new saying. Friendship is dead.